Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about the one more type of the opioid peptides called as the endorphins. Under the opioid peptides, there are three classes are there: endorphins, enkephalins, and dynorphins. Endorphins are also one more type of the opioid peptides. The word endorphins it is derived from the morphins. Endorphins means endogenous morphins. Morphins are just nothing but the opioid compounds which are derived from the opium plants which are involved in its role in the sedation and also the analgesic action. So these endorphins are also the binds to the same receptors of morphins also. That's why these peptides they got the name endorphins. These endorphins are neuropeptides which binds to the opioid receptors in the body. The primary role of these endorphins include they are going to reduces the sensation of pain in the body. At the same time, they also induces the production of a sense of euphoria in the body also, or the happy feeling also in the body. There are three classes of endorphins are there, such as alpha, beta, and gamma endorphins, and all these three classes are derived from the precursor pro-opiomelanocortin or POMC in the pituitary gland. So here, this is the alpha endorphins, which is having around 16 amino acid residue, and this is the beta endorphin, which is having the 31 amino acid residue, and this beta endorphin it is the largest endorphin among the three classes. This is the gamma endorphin, which is having 17 amino acid residue. So here in all these three classes of endorphins, so here they are having the conserved N-terminal amino acid residue. So here if you look at the amino acid residue at the N-terminal region, so here they are having the amino acids such as tyrosine 2 glycine residue, phenylalanine, and the methionine. So here it is also seen in the beta endorphin, and it is also seen in the gamma endorphin also. So here these endorphins they are having the conserved amino acid sequences at their N-terminal regions. So here the presence of this conserved amino acid sequences it is not only seen in the endorphins, it is also seen in the other opioid peptides include enkephalins and also dynorphins. So here these three classes of opioid peptides they are having these conserved sequence of amino acid residue at the N-terminal regions. This is one of the important characteristic feature of these opioid peptides. So here among these three classes of endorphins, the beta endorphins is the larger one. At the same time, it is the most important, the studied one. This beta endorphin primarily binds to the mu opioid receptors in the body. Now we are going to discuss about the functions of endorphins. So here, as I discussed earlier, the endorphins plays a major role in the body's inhibitory response to the pain. So which means the endorphins are going to reduce the sensation of the pain in the body. At the same time, endorphins are also found to be associated with the state of pleasure, including such emotions brought upon by laughter, love, sex, and even appetizing food. So here, in all these emotions, the level of endorphins is going to be increases. So here, endorphins are also reported to have anti-inflammatory activity in the body. So here the primary role of endorphin is its role in the analgesic. So here during the time of the pain, so here some of the sensory neurons are going to be activated in the time of the pain. So here it is going to those neurons are gets activated, and here those neurons brings the pain signal. In this case, this is the presynaptic neuron. So here this neuron is gets activated in the pain condition. So here once it is activated, and here they are going to release the neurotransmitter called as the substance P. So here this substance P it will becomes and binds to the postsynaptic neuron or the nociception neuron, which is having the receptor for the substance P. And here the binding of the substance P to its receptor in the postsynaptic neuron going to activate this neuron also, and ultimately sends the pain signal to the brain. Now our body it can feel the pain. So here once it is occurred, so here the brain it gets activated, and it is going to induces the release of endorphins from the brain. And here these endorphins are going to be released, and here these endorphins they will become and binds to the endorphin receptor which are present under the presynaptic neuron, such as the mu opioid receptors. So here the endorphins will be bind to the mu opioid receptor or the endorphin receptor on the presynaptic neuron. The binding of endorphins to the endorphin receptor or mu opioid receptor going to involved in the inhibition of the release of substance P from the presynaptic neuron. So here ultimately the endorphin binding to the its receptor in the presynaptic neuron going to inhibit the release of neurotransmitter substance P, so that here substance P will not be released. So here due to this action, so here our brain will not get the pain signal. So here this is how the endorphins are going to involved in the reducing to the sensation of the pain in the body. At the same so here this is seen in the peripheral nervous system. At the same time the endorphins are also involved in the central nervous system, and here in the central nervous system the binding of the endorphins to its receptor going to inhibit the release of one more type of neurotransmitter called as the gamma aminobutyric acid. In the central nervous system, the endorphins are going to block the release of gamma aminobutyric acid. So here, this block of the release of gamma aminobutyric acid ultimately results in the production of dopamine and also the release of dopamine. And here, this dopamine is a neurotransmitter which is associated with the pleasure. So here, this is how the endorphins are also plays an important role in bringing or producing the sense of euphoria in the body. At the same time, it is also involved in the analgesic action. So here this is the functions of the endorphin. So here during the which are all the conditions the endorphins are released. So here report says that the endorphins are released during the time of the meditation. Meditation going to it reduces the release of the endorphins, and the exercise also going to induces the endorphin and the runner's high. So here during the jogging also, so here the person he may feel the sense of happiness or the peace in his mind. So here here it is called as the runner's high. So here in this runner's high also, here the report says that there is increased level of endorphin occurred there. So here some reports also says that the anandamide it is responsible for this one, not the endorphins. So here apart from this, the listening to the music also going to induce the release of the endorphins, laughter, acupuncture, and the consumption of the chili also going to induces the release of the endorphins. So here the exercises, meditation, listening to music, acupuncture, laughter, and here all these conditions reports says that, so here the endorphins are going to releases and brings the sense of euphoria or happiness in the body. So here this is the role of the endorphins. So here, as I told you earlier, the endorphins yeah, are going to bind to the receptor. So here the endorphins and also the morphine. So here both of them are going to bind to the same receptors in the body, whereas the morphine is the exogenous opioid, and here the binding of the morphine to the receptor opioid peptides in our body, it is going to brings the sense of sedation or the analgesic in the person. But here the morphine it will be having its side effect, and it is going to cause the addiction in the body. At the same time, the endorphins it is much more potent when compared to the morphine in its analgesic action. And here this endorphin it is not having any side effect, and that is one of the important aspect. So here these are all the roles of the and the aspects which is related to the endorphins. Thank you.